Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaste. We finished the last part with the explanation of the third verse. Now we shall continue with the fourth verse, which is a short one. Smaradvirata parirachita navaromarajankushe nirankushe. This is the description of the abdominal hair, that is the velvety line of hair above the navel. Smaradvirata parirachita, to restrain and hold back the elephant called Cupid. Dvirata means elephant. Smaradvirata, here Smara, that is Manmatha, or the god of love, is implied as an elephant. Navaromarajyankushe. Navaromaraji means the shiny streak of hair above the navel, and Ankusham means the goad, elephant hook. Then Nirankushe, one who has nothing to hold her back or control, as she is the absolute supreme ruler, Sri Maharajni. So the meaning of this verse is, O Supreme Goddess, who is not subject to any control, the sharp and clear hairline above your navel is like a goad to hold and keep under control the elephant called Cupid. Saundarya Lahari is a famous poetic work on goddess Sri Tripura Sundari. The 76th verse, starting with Harikrodha Jwala Valibhihi, and the 78th verse, starting with Sthiro Ganga Vartaha, both from the famous Saundarya Lahari, describe the navel hairline of the goddess. Next is the first sentence of the fifth verse. Dakshinavartanabhi Brahmatrivalitata Parilutita Lalita Lavanya Rasa Sura Nimnaga Bhushita Sumadhya Deshe Sudeshe. This verse describes the stomach region. Sumadhya Deshe, O goddess, who has a charming abdomen which has Dakshinavarta Nabhi Brahma, the navel that is curved rightward towards right side. Dakshina means rightward, or it can also mean beautiful. Dakshinavartam also means whirlpool, alluring whirlpool. Trivali means the three folds of the skin of the stomach below the bosom. Trivali Tata means bank or shore with 3 steps. So, navel is the spinning pool of water, and the 3 folds are the banks of that water reservoir with 3 steps. On that, Parilutita Lalita Lavanya Rasa Sura Nimnaga, the waves of the Ganges are splashing. Sura Nimnaga means the river Ganga. Devi's Lalita Lavanya Rasa itself is the Ganga here. That is, the essence of her exquisite beauty is the Ganges water. Sudeshe, one who has admirable body parts, limbs. So the meaning of this sentence is, Devi, who has elegant limbs, your abdomen is so beautiful, with a whirlpool called navel, which has 3 folds as its 3-step banks, where the waves of the Ganges water of your exquisite charm keep dashing on and splashing its splendor. Samudrika Shastra is a science of ancient India which interprets and specifies the various fortune marks and shapes of the human body. According to it, Lalate cha gale chaiva madhye chapi valitrayam Stri pumsayoridam jneyam maha saubhagya suchakam. That is, the 3 lines or tiny folds visible on forehead, neck and abdomen on both men and women indicate great fortune and character. It is known as Uttama Sharirika Lakshana or supreme body trait or feature. That is the significance of description of this Dandagam verse also. Now the last line of the 5th verse. Sphurat Taraharavali Gagana Ganga Taranga Vrajalingidottunga Nibidastana Savarna Giri Shikhara Yugme Ayugme Ume. Spurat Tarahara Avali. Sets of long chains of shining pearls resembling Gagana Ganga Taranga Vraja, the waves of Ganges flowing in the paradise. Alingida Uttunga Nibidasthana, embracing the lofty breasts of yours which are close to each other. Savarna Giri Shikhara Yugme, and also which are like the tall peaks of the pairs of the golden Meru mountains and Ayugme. You are not associated with anything because you are the absolute non-dual reality, Advitiya. Ume, O consort of the Supreme Lord Shiva. So the meaning is, O goddess whose high breasts which are close together like the peaks of the golden Meru mountains are embraced by a bunch of long strings of shiny pearls which resemble the surging waves of heavenly Akasha Ganga river, and you are non-dual principle and so not associated with anything. You are Uma, the spouse of Sri Parameshwara. Then the 6th verse, the first sentence of the 6th verse. Murarikara kambu rekhanugata kantha pithe supithe. This is the description of the neck. Murarikara kambu rekha anugata kantha pithe. Which means, O Devi, you have a beautiful neck with auspicious 3 lines on it, similar to the lines seen on the sacred conch that is held by Lord Sri Vishnu. The name of this conch is Panchajanyam, which appeared from the milky ocean at the time of churning it. And Supithe, who has sacred seats. You have sacred seats like Kamagiri Pitha, etc. And also the auspicious 64 Shakti Pithas. Then the second and last line of 6th verse. Lasat Sarala Savilasa Bhuja Yugala Parihasita Nava Komala Mrunale Sunale. This verse depicts the hands of Devi. Lasat Sarala Savilasa Bhuja Yugala. Your both hands, Bhuja Yugalam, are bright, long and straight. Sarala means straight and perfect. Parihasita Navakomala Mrunale. And by them, the fresh and soft lotus stalk is mocked. Parihasita. That is, you have such lovely, straight, bright and perfect hands which are beautiful and delicate than the tender lotus stalk. Sunale. You are with the subtle duct called Sushumna Nadi to pass through in your Kundalini form. Nala means duct or passage. Next is the 7th verse, which describes the fingernails of the goddess. Maharha Manivalayaja Mayukhachaya Mamsalakara Kamala Nakaratna Kirane Jitarane Sukarane Susharane. Mamsala Karakamala Nakaratna Kirane. O Devi, who has glittering rays arising from the gem-like nails, Nakaratna, of the fingers of your hand, which are like plump lotuses, Mamsala Kara Kamala, and Maharha Manivalayaja Mayukhachaya. On those hands, the lights from the most precious and glorious bracelets, Manivalaya, worn by you, is also reflected. That is, O goddess, who has shining fingernails which are like gems fixed on your beautiful hands, hands that are like plump lotuses, and those hands are also adorned with the most precious and dazzling bracelets emitting rays of brilliant lights. Mayukhachaya. Then Jitarane, Sukarane, Susharane. Three different epithets. Rana means war, battle. Jitarane means one who has won all the battles with demons like Bhandasura and so on. Then Karana means body parts. Sukarane, one who has beautiful body parts. And Susharane means one who is the supreme abode for complete surrender. There ends the 7th verse. The next 8th verse describes the ear studs or ear drops, Karna Kundala, of the goddess. Sphurat Padmaragendra Manigundalollasita Kanti Chado Churita Gandasthali Rachita Kasturika Patrarekha Samudghata Sunasira Gandiva Shobhe Sushobhe. Sphurat Padmaraga Indramani Kundala Ullasida Kandi Chata. Padmaraga is sapphire, which is red in color, and Indramani or Marakata is emerald, which is green in color. The cluster of light radiating from your dazzling ear studs, Karna Kundala, made of shimmering sapphires and emeralds. Churita means spread. Churita Gandasthali Rachita Kasturika Patra Rekha. That is spread over the cheeks, which are embellished with the designs drawn with musk. Drawing patterns on the cheeks with kasturi, that is musk, is a part of beautification by royal women in olden days. Samudghata Sunasira Gandiva Shobhe. And that multicolor flashing quells the brilliance of rainbow. And Sushobhe, who glows with celestial splendor. That is, she is Divya Tejomaya Swarupini. So, the consolidated meaning of this verse is that when the different bright hues of sapphire, emerald and many other precious stones inlaid on your ear ornaments get spread or reflected on your lovely cheeks, which are beautified with musk designs, O Devi, who shines with divine resplendence, your cheeks appear brighter and more sparkling than the hues of rainbow. Sunasira is Indra and Gandiva is bow. That is Indra Dhanus, bow of Indra, which is the name for rainbow in Sanskrit. So, Sunasira Gandiva means rainbow here. Next, 9th verse describes her ears. Mahasiddha Gandharva Gana Kinnari Tumburu Pramukha Vara Rachita Vara Vividha Pada Mangalananga Sangeeta Sukha Shravana Sampurna Karne Jaya Swamini. Sampurna Karne. O goddess, whose ears are filled. Filled with what? Shravana Mangala Ananga Sangeeta Sukha. By listening to the auspicious and melodious music loaded with romantic mood, Shringara Rasa. Ananga Sangeeta means music that gives infatuation of love towards her hero, here Lord Shiva. And what kind of music? Vara Rachita Vara Vividha Pada. Exceptionally good melodies composed in dulcet tunes and rendered by Mahasiddha Gandharvagana Kinnari Tumburu Pramukha. The group of great Siddhas, Gandharvas, Kinnaras and other celestial musicians like Tumburu and so on. Jaya Swamini. Victory to you, O Lotus. So, the full meaning of this verse is like this. O great Lotus, Swamini, Lotus, who is ever pleased and contented by listening to the melodious music full of Shringara Rasa, rendered by the great Siddhas, Gandharvas, Kinnaras, Tumburu and other celestial musicians, may you be victorious. Rest of the description from face upwards starts from the 10th verse onwards, which we shall see in the next part. Till then, Namaste.